безмежного простору тепер для двох. Твій Бог і мій диявол схрестяться, скохаються, зійдуться, забудуть, що вони по різні боки. Заради нас усіх, заради перемоги. Змішай мене з полином, змішай мене з м'ятою, посип тіло попелом, закидай мене яблуками. Чи ти не бачиш, що я молюся? Не підглядуй, пробач, але в мене тут інтимні розмови з самим Всесвітом, з тим самим Богом. Я не прикриваю плечей, ні стегон, ні голови. Я стою перед Всесвітом в повний зріст, розхристана, розстебнута, горілиць розкидана. У нас зі Всевишнім свої секретики, свої розмовоньки, свої розбірки, свої правила. Бо я ж жінка, і мені все дозволено. Все дозволено. Троєкратною бути, троєлюбною, троємирною. Тож змішай мене ці ночі з попелом, з полином, змішай мене з м'ятою, з силою. Самурайка. Самурайка йде своїм шляхом від міста до селища, від річки до моря, від хати до квартири, від вершини до низини, від спогадів до переплетення шляхів, доріг, майданів, вулиць, від бур'янів і хаосу до капищі каміння. Прислухається, придивляється, принюхується, пританцьовується, але завжди зі світанком вирушає своєю дорогою. Босою ногою стає знову на свій шлях. І день за днем, і ніч по ночі. Роки спливають, стають єдині. Самурайка йде тим шляхом, що довше, що веде від людини до людини, від людини до людини, від людини до людини, від людини до людини.
Цілоти на попеліше чогось кохання, радіти обгорілим стінам і мурам з каміння, радіти, що місто таки встояло, і чиєсь кохання померло, як безліч маленьких і великих міських кохань, що згасають майже безслідно. Стають плямкою на сусідніх будинках, стають жменькою по полу під ногами, або кульбабою, що попри все поперстає скрізь ребра, а ви, люди, гасите, а ви собі топчете, а вам заздрісно і нестерпно в своїх пустих коробках. Ви боїтесь вогню справжнього дикого, того, що поглинає і тіло, і думки, і душі, того вогню, що є самою людиною, яка прокидається зранку і каже: люблю, бо хочу, а не мушу. Добре, але...
Okay, Nellis, can you try to say something and connect?
Hey,
Yes,
hello world.
beautiful.
01110.
Yeah, this is a classical cybernetic moment of can you hear me? And on the other side, silence suddenly is broken by a hopeful yes.
Attention.
Yeah.
Hello Berlin, I guess.
Yes, yes. I think we're getting on the screen slowly. And Nellis, do you have your camera on? Or Gleb, do you see his camera?
Yeah, I see, but
Huh.
I'm not getting sound yet.
Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, so.
I got a camera and I got my mic.
Okay, so. Yeah, let's wait a second. There's still some sound cabling.
So this laptop doesn't work, yeah? Okay.
I will get another laptop and you can try it with
One more.
Now we're changing a laptop. It's like ammo in the battle.
It's an operation.
Yeah, operation, yeah. Čia visą laiką toksai didžiulis technikos amalgamacija ir dabar tai visiškai ant vakaro taip netikėtai, nu kaip tikėtai iš tiesų, bet mes žmonių prieš tai nematėm. Tai staiga atsirado žiauriai daug žmonių ir visi turbūt internetą nulaužė.
Just look out and listen.
А? Tai sorry, vis dar vyksta setupas. Žingsnis po žingsnio.
Viskas tvarkoj. Aš gal susisuksiu cigaretę.
Jo, pirmin.
Ir
Gerai. Taip.
switch the laptop.
This laptop doesn't.
Maybe the USB-C connection is not working on it, I'm not sure. Because I tried, I switched this too, and it's not working. Oh, feedback. Can you mute? I don't know what's happening.
then it's bad, and yeah, something like that. Now it seems that it might be working. It seems that it's working. Yes. This is getting on. And now the computer has to digest this novel type of input. An additional layer of stimulation always is confusing, even for computers. It's like a meditation laptop. We have to wait. I think Nellis should hear me now, and Andras thinks the same. Yeah, thank you. Amazing collective opinion. And Nellis, can you confirm that you hear us?
Present.
Yes, Nellis can hear us, but now we have to wait until we can hear Nellis on another device.
No, on the laptop.
Hmm. Yes. Output. Maybe there was like a speaker there, no?
Here I can see some output. It's
Yeah, it's this one.
it should work. Maybe he's not talking yet. I will join in and talk a bit.
Nellis, can you say check or hi? Yeah, he's saying something, but I think we are.
When he says something, usually like the frame is blue.
Yeah.
It's not blue.
I will join in on my phone and
Nellis, maybe loud hi. Let's try.
Huh?
Yeah, I think.
Hear me at all.
Yeah. Now we can barely, somehow, very silently hear you. But let's see.
Something else. Maybe this one? Is that better? No. Hello? Check. No, nothing. Oh!
I can hear something. It's through your phone, right? Uh-huh.
Let's.
Use the phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me.
Maybe let's use the phone and the microphone to the phone.
Okay, yeah. Let's see.
Let's check if it's.
Yeah, it goes out to the Scarlett. So it should be
Yeah.
Good.
That
I'm also checking it here. Yeah,
Yes.
it should be that.
because like from audio from the microphone,
Yeah.
which goes to the card, it goes.
Hmm?
But
But it's they're not hearing. I can hear you well though. Okay, wait.
Sure.
But we're not hearing them. That's the problem, right?
yeah.
Okay.
I can just repeat what you're saying. Can you hear me now? It seems that like my thing is.
Yeah. The thing is that we can hear you, but we can't extract your sound from the.
Oh, you can amplify me. Right.
Let me just try to like leave.
But maybe I can do the conversation like from that computer straight and not even sitting here.
You can.
Or it doesn't
You can.
matter.
You can talk to the mic and give it back to the phone here.
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, but the feedback is not a problem.
He's writing the you. Now you are all gone
Yeah.
Yeah.
sound wise.
Wait. Okay.
Check.
Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check.
So sound like
This is working. Yes.
Sounds
Okay.
We still don't hear you.
Did you turn up the output on the sound card?
I think yes.
Yeah,
it's all way on.
Yeah.
General. Not that. I have no idea. Everything else should work. Like if
Can you
We have-
enter the room from your lab? Me the audio
I don't know.
of them talking from there.
I don't know what's up.
Okay. So we'll do like that. You
Yeah.
talk from through the phone.
Okay.
Like totally. Unfortunately, it won't be like heard well here, but at least it will be on the stream.
Yeah, of course. So I should connect to the phone. Okay. Now we're trying out a fourth setup. In the 30 minutes.
Classic trial and error.
Yeah.
Give me 1 minute. I'll come back in a second. I'm back. Hello. Uh,
Okay, guys, you can.
Okay, let's try. Let's try. So can I? Yeah, maybe I can speak like this, just out of my mouth. Yeah, perfect. So, greetings for everybody who's now here. We are being joined with my pleasure by Nellis Eilis, our dear remote collaborator and contactor through social media. We had an interesting contact many years ago, and I'm very, very happy that Nellis was one of the few persons who quickly reacted to our open call to join as an artist to the stream in Transmediale. So this is beautiful, beautiful contribution and enthusiasm by Nellis. Yes. Hi. The audience is reflecting. Hi.
Hello.
Yes. And now I think both you and audience is the least expects me just to read like a Wikipedia type article about you. Maybe you could briefly say a few things about yourself. You are a graphic designer, but working with 3D visuals, and also in a very particular context, which is here for the artists around is not very much experienced, the corporate context. So maybe you can say a few things about yourself and yes, your background and from where are you coming?
I guess I can start from the genesis. I'm born and raised in Lithuanian, in a pretty remote village town, brought up by a single mom, farming upbringing. So there was no design, no advertising, nothing in the public discourse. It wasn't even in an array of career choices or anything like that, like blue collar family. So, I mean, in terms of my career, I guess it's important to accentuate that I barely graduated high school and I didn't go to university, and I'm the single person in my agency that didn't go to uni or college or got any sort of degree or qualification. So I guess you could say that I went through unconventional paths, and it was hard. It was, I believe it was way harder than kind of like, I don't know, committing to a place that gives you a head start. And in terms of what I'm doing, I kind of like, it's really hard to squeeze your essence in 2 sentences, I guess I'm a 3D artist originally, but I'm also now a vision designer, and a vision designer is just a glorified name for an art director, and the directing art in corporate sense. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I hope that there's more depth to me than those 4 sentences, but just to summarize really quickly.
Okay. Maybe you can show a little bit of your art. What are you working on? What's your practice?
Yeah, I actually prepared a little very quick deck. So it's really video heavy. So I'm gonna try just to, I don't know, can you see this?
Yes.
So this is a little summary of my work. So the vast majority of the projects from over here are roughly self-initiated or commissioned by my friends, and some of them are, well, advertising and design agency work.
Okay, so
maybe you can zoom into some of them. I'm curious about these faces,
So
and also like there was a cross.
So there's a lot of different themes. The one at the bottom over here, it was a self-initiated project. I realized that there's no microplastics visualized in 3D, so I just sort of made it, and it was just like a fun little exercise to, get inspired and do something. Faces over here, this is all AI generated with Comfy UI. So I call them the birth of synthetic faces because they're not real. I mean, they are sort of real because the data they was based on is like actual humans, but I just calibrated to a certain aesthetic that I was looking for. This example is my interpretation or a metaphor how the synthetic face is born. The other ones are just kind of like editorial style humans that are expressing themselves in certain ways, and I was sort of hoping that I can create a certain emotion by just showing them in a short snippets. And I'm just gonna move on to, you mentioned crosses, so this is a very dear project to me, which I have a separate segment that I just analyze how I've done it, if you guys are interested in what it is in actuality. So this is Lithuanian history. I'm born and raised in Lithuania, but I didn't live in Lithuania in my grown-up formative years. I left at the young age of 18. I don't know if that's considered young, and I just haven't been back since. And every time, I mean, I haven't been living there since. I go back as a tourist, like I even have a funny Lithuanian accent now, which is super strange when you're from somewhere and you lose your identity and you just kind of like, I don't know, rediscover it through different archetypes and artifacts and the history, and then you try to infuse it and in your art and create like these wacky little videos. Yeah, Gitas, that's pretty much it.
Am I correct to somehow remember that you are from Šakiai or Jurbarkas?
No. I'm from Warwick, yeah. It's like really a church town, I call them. It's just like it's not really remote, but it's like a classic 10K people, little in the middle of nowhere thing, where if you want to like participate in the society, you have to drive for an hour or two to actually experience anything remotely close to what someone would call civilization or culture, not even like so much of civilization, but actually the lack of culture, which is happening a little bit more now, but not at the time when I was growing up. I'm still like, I'm not post-Soviet kid, but I'm sort of am, like it was sort of wild west, you know it yourself. You're from Kaunas, right? Which is like notorious for the bandits and sabotage and setting shit on fire and kidnapping people for ransom, and blackmailing them. It was like, it actually was part of my life, just like parallelly. I knew that thing existed. It didn't really affect me because obviously I'm a kid, but that there are some scary people around, or you're like, you're trying not to talk because like someone is there, that kind of thing. So I'm going on a tangent.
Yeah, but this is very important, and I think quite also curious topic to cover when we are in this metropolitan context of Berlin, like millions of people around, and also transmediale is just as an event is this high concentration and high intensity of people in a single place after, and then you are correct that I'm from Kaunas, but actually I am born in a rural town of Sintautai, which is next to Šakiai. And I've been to Jurbarkas a few times in my childhood. And these are like extremely, you mentioned this very curious element that for you, advertisement and like this editorial practice and 3D work, living in Jurbarkas, being raised there, was not even like within the scope of imagination that you can do this, correct? So how have you been introduced to this? Like, and what was your experience of going to London? Right, you went. So was that
Maybe
like a shock? And then finally, maybe you can tie this like your history and your childhood and like all these kind of like dangerous environments to your art somehow. Like, do you feel that your artistic practice, your creative practice, however you call it, is somehow like related to that or reacts to that, or like how does that feed into this darkness and crosses and whatnot?
Look, the danger is highly exaggerated. I just said that conversationally. What my hometown was actually, I was surrounded by rivers, lakes, and forests, and that was it was really metaphysical. Like it was almost Twin Peaks-esque, if that makes sense. Kind of like environment without the murder. You know, like just being surrounded by nature, and moving to London, I was what some could call a love migrant. I was seeing someone at the time, and they got accepted at a university here in London, and I was greeted with ultimatum: we either split up or you move with me to London. And my partner at the time, my ex partner, she was studying actually what I'm doing now, ironically. So I guess the very first link, it was my girlfriend of that time. And another pivotal moment, which is really strange, when I was like 22, I decided to backpack in Vietnam. And I met I was actually expecting, I had like a really stereotypical white man's imagination about that country, but my stereotypes were shattered the very second night when I ran into people my age, and they were working in advertising in Saigon, and they were working internationally in New York, and some of them like were working in like these big grand agencies, and that was the very first time that it was on my radar, but I didn't act on that knowledge. It was just like, it was sort of crystallized in my subconscious. And in terms of, and I'm gonna rant, in terms of aesthetic, this dark aesthetic, I think it's just it's a Eastern European thing. I know it sounds strange, but like I have fellow 3D artists that also work in, and look, I don't like the thing about advertising, it's like I work at the agency, and a lot of my fellow artists work in the agency that are people like me that had a dream and they started a practice and their agency started growing, but they were just like a self-initiated people that would do this, and even if there was no monetary exchange, you know, it's a great, incredible bonus that you can make a living out of it. But I would just still do it anyway. Like now I have AI that like could do like these amazing 3D stills and amazing iterations and renders, and I still choose to do it by hand, like model everything, fuck up geometry, work on shaders by hand. It's just because it's just something that I do for fun, you know. It's a hobby. It's actually, that's how I get self-esteem, confidence. I know it sounds maybe cocky, but like it gives purpose, you know. And just to tangent a little bit about like creativity, and it might sound a little bit corny, but coming up with things feels like a magic thing, you know, like it feels like a magic trick, you know. You don't really know how it works, but you love watching it unfold, you know, and you don't want to know what's happening behind the doors. You're just enjoying the trick that's happening. And I'm romanticizing my practice because it's sort of split 50-50. I do like 9 to 5, but I also have my hobby things that are actually bring me probably more meaning than anything else, besides maybe my partner and my family and my love for my country, you know. Yeah, sorry, Geetus, you see, I can yap, like I can talk shit for it, so please feel free to interrupt me at any moment.
Yeah, of course. It's just fascinating to hear your perspective and experiences, and I'm sure that for the audience who's like gathering up, also, I am. So you, when we were preparing for this and had this like short conversation, you said that I can provoke you, and so I will. And I'm very curious about. Now you are kind of telling this like romanticized story about how this creative practice brings meaning to you, and how
Not all of it.
enjoyable and
Sorry.
like etc. it is for you. But I know that here in Transmediale especially, there's quite a high concentration of anarchists and these creative experimenters who would who wouldn't be convinced at first, and also would be kind of like cringing perhaps on this, that you are doing this kind of within the advertisement sphere, and you are on the one hand kind of like accelerating this capitalist modes of consumption and all the exploitation of environments and labor, etc. So how do you feel being within this context, and where do you find these kind of vectors of meaning there? So maybe you can elaborate. This is very curious. You're like being within this kind of corporate context as a creative.
Look, man, capitalism wants to eat you, and your passion makes you delicious. It's like, it's a fact, you know, like, am I in a business of creating chocolatier chocolate? Yes, you know, I am. It's like, it's one of those things, you know, but there are still ways of reclaim your life, you know, from those, like, I don't know, like, you need to make a living, and I'm fortunate enough to have, like, I don't know, it's not fortune actually. I was living off 150 pounds a month for like 2 years trying to make it in the industry. You know what I mean? Like, rationing, like literally rationing, because I was incredibly desperate, but yet incredibly particular with who I want to work, you know. And I don't know, it's just, I guess, you know, it's one of those things where the question is probably more interesting than the answer, and I'm sorry for that. You know, it's like trying to explain being or existing in capitalism is like trying to bite your teeth, you know. It's like it's like, yeah. And as I mentioned before, you know, we probably all read Mark Fisher, you know, and the capitalism realism, and I didn't choose to be like in a Heidegger sense. I didn't choose to be born in this time. I didn't choose the system. I didn't choose the, you know, the array of opportunities of jobs. Like, nothing, you know, like, there's certain things that I'm in charge of, and certain things that naturally were predetermined. I was born to this shit, you know. And I'm just trying to make the best out of it, and through, let's say, I'm gonna do like really big air quotes art, you know.
I'm wondering, do you have any comments on your uprising and like the very context of Jurbarkas as a kind of cultural and urban, rural, context, which has been really deprived of any economic surplus or benefits. People there, especially I think at your young age, were mostly participating in agricultural practices or alcoholism. And sorry for generalizing, perhaps there was like something more, but...
No, you're right. And there is another element. So my hometown is situated by the Russian border, by Sovietsk, or as we know, Kaliningrad. So the main economical industry was actually smuggling cigarettes and alcohol. And that, I know it sounds weird, but like that was like 50% of my hometown income was coming in illegally, and it was a thing. It was just a thing. But I was fortunate enough at the age of 15, 16 to meet interesting people in a bigger city, and they introduced literature to me and graphic novels and things like that. And and it was like, I don't know, it was like, I don't know, it was like exporting culture to my little small rural village. And look, man, up until like 24, I was 23, I was just, so yeah, I didn't go to university. I as I said, I barely graduated high school, and I didn't really knew what I'm gonna do with life. But I had this guilt, this guilt. It was like guilt, the uncomfortable certainty that I am something that I am not something that I could be, It's really nagging me. And I was like, and I didn't want to go through like a conventional path of picking a profession, study business or logistics, or you know what I mean? I was just like a modern man in search of his soul, quoting Young, it was this kind of like a trip. And if I can make a segue, and I met my partner, and I was really unhappy with what I'm doing career-wise. I was just I was like, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. And she was like, why won't you to try to make me a logo for like her little project that she was doing at the time? And I installed Blender because it's the only free open source software. And I had like a shitty MacBook Air from 2018 or something. And as I was making those renders of her for her whatever project, it literally set on fire. And I was like, oh shit. Like, I guess I need to start like maybe take this seriously and build myself a PC, because the 3D, it's really heavy in computing. So I bought myself a graphic card, a motherboard, RAM. Installed Windows, because I was like an Apple boy for like longest time. And I just kind of like discovered this alternative, I don't know, pathway, and like doing, and I just started learning things. I started getting inspired by other artists. I witnessed my taste evolve and develop. And actually, because in the beginning I was just mimicking and just basically reflecting what everyone else was doing. And at some point my style started emerging. And I'm not saying that it's formulated now, but at least I understand what I like and what I don't like. And sometimes I'm even good at articulating that, which is a huge victory for me personally, to find language to things that I like and I don't like. Because a lot of them are just at the subconscious level. Again, man, Gita, please interrupt my stupid mouth, because I'm just gonna yap and yap and yap.
So my last question, actually, for ending our conversation, then we are going to move to a performance, an online jam, a hybrid jam. But for ending this, I'm very curious about your kind of perspectives about your future practice. Like, this is, I think, semi-provocative. Do you have any like gallery shows in mind at any point, or maybe like Zines or some net art exhibitions or something like this, which is not operating within this corporate umbrella?
Yeah, I mean, I'm having a little bit of an existential angst with my creative practice, because I understand that there's many, like, there is a corporate ladder, right, which is not really appealing to me. There is another alternative path that I start my own thing and I become that what I hate. Or do I look for an alternative pathway, which is like, I was sitting last week in a park, and I was feeding ducks with buckwheat, and I was just thinking, it would be cool. It would be very interesting to go back to Lithuania, to go back to home, and try to facilitate different artists, and maybe like, I don't know, even going back to school. It's like I'm not saying that I'm entering. I mean, like, back to my high school and actually talk about that. There's like things that you can do, because like now it's either you I don't know how it is in Lithuania actually, but I do believe you either like do something with the AI, or you do like management, or you become a doctor, dentist, vet, or whatever, you know. But there's like so many alternative pathways, and obviously you can say that I'm not maybe even qualified to have an opinion or give them an advice, but it's good to put things out in the world, and however they're gonna receive it and translate in their brains is, you know, it's not up to me. And when it comes to galleries, shit, that requires confidence, and that requires like even this, like talking about my shit is kind of like, who am I to even fucking talk about anything? You know what I mean? It's like, to have the audacity, I just feel like, look, I'm projecting, you know, to have an audacity to have a gallery, like that's like, what, how, like, who do you think you are, kind of thing. But maybe it's like my problem. But when it comes to zines, like, is that what you mentioned, zines, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm really interested in this this medium, but I think I don't want to just make a zine. I would like to find a theme. And if we have, I actually wanted to show you this project about Lithuania, if we have still some time.
Not too much, but like a minute, I think we can spare for this.
Okay, cool. Let me just walk you quickly. So this is a project about Lithuania. I went back to Lithuania 6 months ago, and I went to different museums. I even went to like a money museum, and I started archiving Lithuanian history and tried to replicate it in 3D. And that was my research. That's the coin that I made in 3D. That's like an old Lithuanian long currency that I discovered in the money museum in Lithuania. That's our First Republic army soldier that I also made in 3D, and all the other different artifacts. That's the god from pagan history and stuff like that. And that was the culmination, a little time lapse of what it was. And alternatively, I made another timeline of Lithuanian history that I found, well, incredibly fascinating, because I'm relearning what my country is about. And this is the timeline going from pagan times to the modern times and gaining our republic back. And that's the famous TV tower that happened when Lithuania was protected in 1991 from Soviet regime. And the team found me. And it was really exciting to do something with purpose. That I was like, oh, this is home. I'm talking about where I'm from, you know? So finding a theme is pivotal. It's fundamental for me to start some ambitious project like a zine or a gallery. And I'm having my antennas out, and I'm hoping that I will receive some kind of like transmitting power. I guess I just need to travel more and meet more interesting people to actually get inspired, or maybe do more acid and just do some soul searching again, you know. That's also a way. I'm not above that. Yeah.
Beautiful, thank you so much. And actually, speaking of antennas, there is one antenna, I think, like there, I'm not sure if you can see it, but we're transmitting you through a pirate FM station. So kind of like, I think this really manifests physically. So let's hope that these antennas transmit productive and resonances with something. And yeah. Thank you so much, Nellis. It was super curious to see, and I'm really hopeful that we can find an opportunity to actually showcase some of your work at some point in Lithuania. Yeah.
Thanks for having me. It's an honor and a pleasure, actually. Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
Ciao.
Yes. Woo.
Could you say to the call that in 5 minutes we'll start to the call?
Yes. Call.
Okay, so now I'm speaking on behalf of the lab, and that we're gonna start in like 5 minutes. So, your session.
Ти ж не від Олени Холкевичем?
Jo.
and inside. Integral facilitators. In the late 90s, the term e-commerce already meant that you could facilitate broad trade, not just sell high stuff. After the dot-com crash, the emphasis shifted from access and participation to revenue. A decade later, all not addressed head on until very recently in his consolidation that he had pure ideology. Not only did leading players come too much like the air we breathe, do not notice. Both users and experts find it hard to explain where life moves in and out, as politicians are unwilling and incapable of breaking up big tech. Internal hypergrowth mechanism keeps generating new market behavior. The platform condition is classified as intolerable, unlivable, uncurable, and unbearable. There's a What? Implosion or explosion? Italian theorist Kyiv calls this chaotic war, all against all, driven by dementia, automation, linguistic behavior, existential path, expectation, chaos, and automaton, development, development, rights, stages, voluntary creation of a profile via platform brutality starts with stage of acts of brutality instigated by sellers, influencers, oligarchs, and state officials.
Okay, hi. Can you hear me all right?